Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1-cent coin. It's small, often overlooked, and even regarded as almost worthless in today's economy. But did you know this tiny piece of currency has a history that spans over 2 centuries? Not only that, it plays a surprisingly large role in the financial systems across the globe. In this video, we'll uncover the intriguing history of the 1-cent coin, its evolving value, and the massive worth of all those pennies still in circulation. You might just look at your change a little differently after watching this. The story of the 1-cent coin is rooted in the deep history of currency itself. While coins have been in use for thousands of years, the idea of a small fractional coin, like the 1-cent coin, really came to life in the 18th century in the United States. The U.S. Mint was established in 1792, and by 1793, the very first official 1-cent coin was produced. But it wasn't as simple as it sounds. The first 1-cent coin was called the chain cent, designed by the Mint's engraver Henry Voigt. Featuring a chain surrounding the words United States of America, this design was meant to symbolize unity and the bond between the states. However, the chain cent was poorly received by the public. Its design was criticized for being clunky and hard to read. So, later that same year, the Mint released the wreath cent, which replaced the chain with a simple wreath. This was a more elegant and easier to read design, and it marked the beginning of the 1-cent coin as we know it today. Over the next several decades, the design of the 1-cent coin continued to evolve. In 1809, the Liberty Cap cent was introduced, which was followed by the braided hair cent in 1839. These coins featured Lady Liberty in different artistic styles, reflecting the evolving tastes and political sentiments of the time. But the most iconic change to the 1-cent coin came in 1859 with the introduction of the Indian head cent designed by James B. Longacre. This coin featured a Native American headdress worn by Lady Liberty. It was hailed for its beauty and would go on to become one of the most enduring symbols of the U.S. Mint. In 1909, the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln cent, which remains one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin featured the face of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, marking the first time a real person, not an allegorical figure, appeared on a U.S. coin. On the reverse, it initially displayed 2 stalks of wheat, earning it the nickname the wheat cent. Throughout the 20th century, the Lincoln cent underwent several changes. In 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse side was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial. Later, in 2010, the reverse was replaced with the Union Shield, symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States. Today, the 1-cent coin holds a face value of, well, 1 cent. But when we talk about value, we also need to consider the impact of inflation, which has drastically reduced the buying power of the penny over the years. In the early 1900s, a penny could buy you a loaf of bread, a stamp, or even a small piece of candy. In fact, throughout the 20th century, the purchasing power of the 1-cent coin was much greater. But as inflation set in and prices rose, the value of the penny dropped. Today, a single penny doesn't buy much more than a small piece of gum, if that. However, despite its small value, the penny continues to hold significance in the U.S. economy, especially in pricing. In fact, many prices end in 0.99, a psychological pricing strategy that gives the illusion of a better deal, while still making use of the penny. Now, here's the kicker. The cost of producing a penny is actually more than its face value. As of 2023, it costs about 1.8 cents to produce a single 1-cent coin. This has raised the question, why continue producing a coin that costs more to make than it's worth? This discrepancy has led to ongoing debates about whether the U.S. should eliminate the penny altogether. Canada, Australia, and other countries have already discontinued their 1-cent coins, citing the rising costs of production and the minimal impact on everyday transactions. Proponents of eliminating the penny argue that it's a waste of resources and that it would streamline transactions in the long run. However, others argue that the penny still serves a cultural and sentimental purpose, not to mention its role in certain pricing systems and cash transactions. Even though the penny's individual value is low, the sheer number of 1-cent coins in circulation is absolutely staggering. As of 2023, there are more than 150 billion 1-cent coins in circulation in the United States alone. This means that the total value of pennies in circulation is a whopping $1.5 billion. That's right, $1.5 billion in pennies are floating around the US economy. And globally, when you factor in all the 1-cent coins from countries like Canada, the UK, and Australia, the total worth of pennies in circulation skyrockets even further. While some countries have phased out their pennies, others, like the US, continue to produce them, and the total amount of pennies circulating around the world is a significant figure in the global economy. As we move further into the 21st century, the role of physical coins, including the penny, is beginning to shift. With the rise of digital payments, mobile wallets, and cashless systems, many experts believe that coins like the penny will become obsolete.